A toxic person is someone whose presence brings negativity into your life. They may take advantage of you and drain your energy with constant unnecessary drama, leaving you mentally and emotionally worn out. If you're not mindful, a toxic relationship can slowly take away your happiness, drive, and confidence over time. To help you recognize if someone in your life might be toxic, here are 6 telltale signs of a toxic person. 1. They abuse you, whether it's physically or emotionally. Harming another person in any form is never okay. No matter how many times they promise they'll change, it's usually best to distance yourself once abuse begins, particularly if it's deliberate. According to research by Moore and Kirkham, abusers often cause chaos in their victims' lives because when a person's self-esteem becomes lower, they become more suggestible and much easier to manipulate. 2. They're manipulative. They may be habitual liars who appear very charming. For instance, they might insist an event never happened when it clearly did, or claim they said or did something that they actually didn't. Have you ever encountered someone like this? If so, do you sometimes find yourself doubting your own memory because they're so convincing? This behavior is known as gaslighting, and they use it because it's a very sneaky way for them to avoid taking responsibility. 3. They exploit you. A 2015 study by Groff and others found that toxic individuals often see compassion and sympathy as weaknesses they can take advantage of. They take your kindness and twist it to benefit themselves. They may pretend to care about you just so they can use you. In reality, they mainly look out for themselves. Yet they still expect you to put them first and try to meet their needs. 4. They take things out on you. Toxic people often treat others like emotional punching bags. Whenever they face difficulties, they deal with their frustration by directing it towards someone else and projecting their negative emotions onto others. For example, they may belittle you with hurtful sarcasm or subtle judgment just to make themselves feel superior. A toxic person will often target your insecurities and try to make you feel worse about yourself because, as the saying goes, misery loves company. 5. They never compromise. Have you ever dealt with someone who constantly feels the need to be right and insists on doing everything their own way? Just being around them can feel exhausting, right? They may assume they are correct about everything, and will often try to pressure or control you into following their decisions. They refuse to listen or consider your perspective and become upset when you don't obey their expectations. This type of toxic behavior can leave you stuck in a frustrating cycle where you feel powerless against someone who refuses to be reasonable. 6. They always play the victim card. Toxic people like to position themselves as the victim because they don't want to accept responsibility or accountability for anything. To them, nothing is ever their fault. Whether it's something they did or something they failed to do, the blame is always placed on someone else. They also tend to have double standards. If they become angry, it's your fault for letting them down. But if you get upset, then it's your fault for expecting too much. In the end, while everyone can act poorly sometimes, there's a clear difference between being imperfect and being toxic. Do any of these signs remind you of someone in your life? If so, what do you plan to do about it? What other topics would you like to hear about? Tell us in the comments below. Remember, it isn't your responsibility to fix or change them. Care about yourself enough to spend your time and energy on what truly brings you happiness. Don't forget to share this video with someone who might benefit from it. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to Psych Beauty for more helpful content like this. And as always, thanks for watching.